I feel like the last video of the year needs to be something special. But what? Maybe Jem knows.
Hello?
Hey, Jem from Prawnhorn Heroes. It's Hawk.
Taka?
What? No, it's Achilles. Listen, I need a big idea for the end of the year video.
You could buy a bunch of Toku toys and give them to a friend that would greatly appreciate them. Maybe a CSM belt or something.
Jem, I am not fueling your addiction.
Come on, Saber just released new Wonder Ride books.
Not happening. Next idea.
We can count the medals. 1, 2, and 3.
What?
I said we can count down the best Toku in 2020.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
Thank you.
What's up, riders? My name is Achilles, and today I'm joined by a very special guest in Jem from Prawnhorn Heroes to count down our definitive list of the 2020 Toku Top 10. As this is a joint venture, part 1 is this here video you're watching right now and will include numbers 10 through 6 on the list, while over on Prawnhorn Heroes YouTube channel, you can catch what made it into our top 5. So, let's get started.
Coming in hot as our number 10 is the wacky but wonderful Dogengers. That feels like it was made by fans, for fans. A story about a young man that admires local heroes from a town he left as a child, pushing beyond his boundaries to right and correct his own path. It's as outlandish as the suits themselves, but how could you not love El Bravo's helmet and the design of Ogaman and Rookie? Alongside them, we have the wonderful Kitakyuman, Fukuo Caliber, amongst others that fight the dangerous Yabai Kamen and the secret society of darkness. It's a great show about believing in oneself, learning from your peers, and going out of that comfort zone that some might love too much. Kinda like giving a show you wouldn't normally like a chance. There's characters that I didn't think I would enjoy as much as I did, Idol being one of them. But it's her character, alongside our protagonist Tanaka, that I'll forever remember this show as a piece of Tokusatsu that captures all the things that we love about this genre. The wackiness, comedy, heart, and special effects that we all know and love. It's a little harder to find than most Toku, but I promise that if you find it, you won't be disappointed. And always remember, take your medicine and sleep.
Number 9 is the amount of quality Toku that has made it into American comics this year. And first off, let's talk about Boom Studios' Power Ranger comic, which separated into 2 separate series. Mighty Morphin follows the core cast of season 2 of the TV show. Now led by Tommy as the White Ranger, the team has to deal with Lord Zed's deadly new power-up while also trying to figure out who this mysterious new Green Ranger is. While over in the book titled Power Rangers, Jason, Trini, and Zack continue their adventure as the Omega Rangers, and a villain that threatens the entire universe forces the team to go against Zordon's orders and kidnap Lord Draken. Now, they're on the run in space and cut off from all their allies. There's definitely a Power Rangers civil war brewing if each team can manage to survive their situations. Couple that with the fact that for the 3rd year in a row, Boom Studios has managed to release an original graphic novel based somewhere in the Power Rangers EU, and you can say that the franchise is booming. And speaking of Power Rangers, the writer that helped put that comic on the map is at it again. Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom launched The Rise of Ultraman for Marvel Comics this year. Just as Higgins updated the teenagers with attitude for a modern era, so too is the Giant of Light getting a complete modern overhaul. This series squarely puts the focus on Shin Hayata and the USP as a global underground agency that has more secrets than they know what to do with. After the arrival of an Ultra from space and a kaiju calamity quickly approaching, Shin has to become the best of 2 races as Ultraman. The 5-issue miniseries wraps in January with a sequel series, The Trials of Ultraman, set to debut in March.
Let's open up the can of worms that is number 8. QARO vs. Road isn't higher on this list because we wanted to have more than just shows. But if I could, it would probably be number 1. I'm actually upset I slept on this show as long as I did, so if you haven't seen Versus Road, let me try to explain why this show is worth your time. I'm not sure it's the best season if you want to get into the QARO fandom. However, I will say if you're looking for an amazing tokusatsu show, look no further. What if I told you there was a video game that could transport you and 99 other players to a battle royale only one of you can win? The prize? Donning the armor of QARO. The friendship that Hoshiai and Kuon had was more than enough to keep me going. But it's the weave of stories that really makes it unforgettable. Huge shout out to Toman, who portrayed Kozuki Takane, my absolute favorite character of the show. If you're a fan of suited action, it's definitely a slow burn. There's not many fights in suits. However, it's the fast-paced civilian fight choreography that really sets it aside from your average tokusatsu show, giving it a raw vibe when I didn't feel like I was in the year 3020. There were moments where I felt like I was watching an old kung fu movie mixed with Kamen Rider Amazons. But just like Dogengers, this show has all the elements that makes it a great tokusatsu series. Take a show like Netflix's Black Mirror, Kamen Rider Gaim, a movie like The Hunger Games, sprinkle in some QARO and some Toku love, and you have this masterpiece.
If there's been a sparkling light in 2020, it's been MASHIN Sentai Kiramager. Coming in at number 7 on our list, we literally couldn't just pick one thing we liked about this show, so we're including all of it. The main cast has been nothing short of fantastic as the show has progressed. The team just feels like a family. You can feel the brotherhood between Tamatomo and Shigeru, or the overprotectiveness that the whole team has for Mabushina. On the villain side of things, the monsters of the week continue to be a genius play on just mundane items from our world. Everything from a golfing monster to a beast that plays red light, green light, Kiramager always finds a way to make it entertaining. And that's without even mentioning Yodana. The Yodon General took the fandom by storm with her creepy mannerisms and her absolute ruthlessness. Nashiko Momosuke steals every scene she's a part of. The Kiramagers haven't had an easy time with her either. If Yodana is in an episode, the stakes just feel so much higher. All in all, Kiramager might feel like a back to basics Sentai installment, but it puts massive effort into everything it does. Beautiful costumes, amazing fight scenes, and top-notch writing keeps us hyped to tune in every single week. Our final spot in part 1 goes to Team Kamen Rider. The subsection of Bluefin Brands has been working hard all year to bring the fandom merchandise that we wouldn't usually get. From t-shirts to official CSM driver releases here in the States, it is a new dawn for collectors.
A lot of younger fans might not realize how crazy it is to walk into a GameStop and see a Kamen Rider statue on the shelves. 5 years ago, that was a fever dream. Team Rider has been able to make it happen.
And it's only going to get better. With the support of fans and sales to back it up, Toei has taken notice that there is a market overseas for their henshin heroes.
When Tokusatsu aired Heisei Generations Forever with official subs, Team Kamen Rider joined in on the hype to give away a Beyond driver. What preceded the movie was a special message by Woz himself, Keisuke Watanabe. He even signed the driver for a lucky fan.
Things like that don't happen without the hard work of Team Kamen Rider. It's a concept that's still evolving, but has already gained so much ground for North American fans. If you want to check out the rest of the list, click that link down below to head over to Prawnhorn Heroes YouTube channel, where you can check out our top 5 Toku of 2020. Plus, I want to know what your list looks like. Leave it in the comment section down below. Also, I want to be friends with you. My social media is all right there on the screen. Come find me there. If you can henshin that like button into the blue boy and rider kick that subscribe button, I will be super Sentai grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next year.